I'm a principal of a school here in Prince George's County, and we currently have about a little over 1,000 students pre-K to 6. Out of that over 1,000, we have 585 children that are considered English language learners, in addition to our school being a Title I school. So what kind of brought me into being interested in scoring was to see how our future teachers were being prepared to work with those different types of populations. When I look at candidates at TPA, I can get a general idea of if they're going to be able to work with a special ed population, an ELL population, a high poverty population. Students tend to list, I have 8 children with special needs, but they may not list what specifically those special needs are, and what are the accommodations, or what am I doing as a teacher to make sure that those students learn based on their needed instruction. My first question is, why isn't everybody doing this? Because I feel that the candidates that come through with the EdTPA really, I found a lot of new teachers are very surface with the way they plan and the way they think about their class, versus the EdTPA process makes them think about the individual pockets and factions that they have to work through in that classroom. And also, one of the big pieces is that the lesson isn't done when they turn the recording off. The lesson isn't done when they submit. They have to reflect on their practice during that time. And that's one of my big focuses with my own teachers, is reflecting on your practice. And if the students didn't get it, it's not the students. What do you need to change about your instruction? And I think that is one of the key pieces to the EdTPA process that I just don't know if anywhere else that our candidates are experiencing that. I don't think they have to be experts in the first year, but I think they have to have a realistic view of the entire scope of education, and I think that's what they get when they go through this process. I think that when applicants come through now, when I go to career fairs in our county, I ask questions that kind of mirror what I've seen applicants be able to respond to with their EdTPA, and so that kind of gives me a gauge on where they are in, not saying that they would have had to have completed and passed it, but where they are in their understanding of education, pedagogy, and the delivery of instruction, and just being that reflective practitioner. I think that the time period and the time that students have to put in to this process prepares them for what we are encountering now in education. There is a high turnover. A lot of colleagues that have worked in education in the past didn't have to have as much content knowledge, didn't have to have, it was pretty easy to be a teacher. And now, especially with the shift to a new curriculum, actually not curriculum, to the standards of Common Core, it's requiring more authentic lesson planning and delivery and picking content. And I think that this lends itself more to that process. I think that had I gone through a program that required me to do an EdTPA, I would have been able to, I think I would have been a stronger first year teacher. I think I was very surface my first year. I think I had 3 reading groups because I was supposed to have 3 reading groups. I taught exactly what the curriculum said, instead of really looking at standards, really looking at the population that I was servicing, and then altering my materials and my instruction to meet their needs that way, versus more of a prescriptive model.